All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for coming over, man. Now, look, I'm pretty sure most of you have heard the incident that happened with Ja Morant, the NBA player from the Memphis Grizzlies, went on IG Live showing his gun inside of a club or something like that. So we're here. Check out this video. The NBA's dumbest wannabe gangster. Now, I'm going to just say this. Growing up in South Central LA, me, most of my friends, we all had hoop dreams. A lot of them made it. A lot of them didn't. You see friends fall to the streets. You know, it's easy. That lifestyle is right there. It's right there for the taking. You know, you could just be walking to school and get shot. You know, violence, you're close to it. But a lot of us didn't have like both parents in the home. So this is what's frustrating for me. All the stuff that's happening with him is like, bro, you made it. You made it. You did what a lot haven't been able to do. And once you make it, once you get to that level, you're supposed to inspire. And this is why I say don't be idolizing celebrities. Your parents are the ones who you're supposed to idolize. Because as soon as they do something wrong, you're like, I can't believe, people be saying, I can't believe my kid looked up to this person. Your kid's supposed to look up to you. So the fact that Ja Morant had both of his parents growing up, man, is really frustrating. But when you make it, and now it's about surrounding yourself with the right people. You know, not your homeboys, the right people. Because people get jealous, they get envious. And his father seemed to be acting like more of a homeboy than a parent. We're going to check this out. That's just my little take on it so far, what I know. We'll see how many details this video goes into, but appreciate you guys coming over, man. Let's jump right into it.
Out of the 5 major American sports, basketball is the hardest sport to make it to the pros. 1 in 12,363 players, or 0.008% of players, will get signed to a professional team.
And you made it,
To put that
bro.
in perspective, if every dot on a basketball represents one potential pro signee, 3 dots out of the 35,000 will make it. The NBA also happens to pay their players the best,
Yes.
with the average salary per player being roughly $10 million per year, which
Bro.
would place you in the top 0.1% of earners in the United States.
In the United
So someone
States.
like Ja Morant securing the extraordinary job as a professional basketball player means he has basically won the lottery of life. He worked extremely hard and is being rewarded at the highest level for his efforts.
And most of us would be happy with what? 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 10 million? I mean, my goodness, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. You try to live this lifestyle, it'll come back to bite you into you know what. Because I heard he got like a 8-game suspension. Boy, you got lucky. You got lucky. Because the gun he was showing on his live, they were saying that means that he brought it on the team plane, which is, talking about a violation. Go look up what happened with Gilbert Arenas and them. This brother about the sponsor deals, all this stuff, man. You gotta surround yourself with the right people. I heard he checked himself into like a rehab or something, brother. You gotta surround starting with your father. You and your father need to have a sit down. 10 million.
And instead of building his legacy and setting up potential generational wealth for him and his family,
Right.
he's deciding to take on the role as a gangster rapper, assaulting people, flexing weapons on Instagram, and trying to prove to the world that he really is about that life.
Crazy.
Only person who made the NBA to go back to the hood. Ja grew up in South Carolina in a small, quiet country town called Dalzell. Dalzell is a few miles outside of Sumter, which is ranked as the 46th most dangerous city in South Carolina.
46.
He went to Crestwood High School, where student academic performance is just about average with the entire state. It's pretty safe to say that Ja grew up in a very average American suburb, surrounded by slightly above average crime rate, and went to an average school. We have no reason to believe that he is a gangster or his gang of...
Yeah, gangster where? You see, you got Zion back there. If y'all don't know, that's Zion. Right. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, that's Zion in the back. Yeah, brother, stop acting tough, man. Stop. Just stop, bro. Because somebody going to pull your card. Yeah, it's some real people out there that are itching to get where you're at. You know what I mean? All those dudes in the G League, man. Come on.
Affiliated in any way. He has no criminal record, no history of violence, and
Nothing.
really only a few minor arguments on the court, which is extremely normal. Ja has two loving parents who have always supported his basketball dreams and are very proud of him. His mother describes him as a genuinely loving person. His father T used all of his free time to privately train Ja and help him become the superstar he is today. Morant is only 23. He was drafted as the number 2 overall pick by the Memphis Grizzlies in 2019. He won Rookie of the Year in his first season after averaging nearly 18 points per game, and every year his stats have just gotten better and better. This year he's been on fire, with a 27-point average while shooting 46%. In the 2022 offseason, Ja signed a 5-year extension.
Look at that. 5-year rookie maximum to be worth up to $213 million. It's hard to feel any sympathy. You know, like
with the Memphis Grizzlies. This contract would earn him 25% of the salary cap yearly, which is estimated to be around $40 million per year, putting him roughly in the top 10 earners in the entire NBA. Wow. His performance in the first 5 seasons are reminiscent of Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, and Allen Iverson. Ironically, AI and Ja have even more in common, indulging in a lifestyle that is synonymous with rappers, more specifically, gangster rappers. Allen Iverson liked to party, go to clubs, drink, and gamble, which ultimately led to the downfall of his career. Ja Morant, as of recent, likes to show people how tough he is. On January 3rd, 2023, TMZ reported that Ja Morant was allegedly involved in the attack of a minor during a basketball game in July at his Tennessee home. The two got into an argument, and the teenager said Ja approached him, put his chin on his shoulder, and asked a bystander, "Should I do it to him?" Then struck him with a closed fist, knocking him to the ground. From there, Ja continued sticking him while on the ground, and another man jumped in and began hitting the boy as well. Officers in the dock say they noted the teenager had a large knot on his head. Ja says he did strike the boy, but he was acting in self-defense after the boy threw a basketball at him. Morant told officers the teenager made verbal threats stating he'd light his house up as he was being escorted off the property. There are also separate reports that say that Ja hit the boy 12 to 13 times and even went into his house, grabbed a gun, and put it in his waistband.
Now see, he can say what he wants, but after showing that gun on Instagram, it's like, nope, who gonna believe you? My question is, I guess if I could sit down with him and have a talk with him, my first question would be, why? Why do you feel the need to act tough? And if you're trying to impress your homeboys or your crew, you need to distance yourself from them because they're going to bring you down. Trust me. It's already happening. You're losing sponsors, all this stuff, man. I told you, when you get to a certain level in life like this, you're supposed to be inspiring. My goodness, man. It's sad because I'm thinking of the people who wish they could be in his position. I don't feel sad for him because you got your parents in your life. A lot of people don't.
Taunting the boy. Now, NBA news outlets were harping on the fact that the kid was 17, but to give Ja the benefit of the doubt, a 17-year-old these days most definitely could light your house up. The 4 people involved in Pop Smoke's murder were 19, 18, 17, and 15. It's easy to see 17 and think of an innocent boy, but that may not be the case. The teenager did press charges, and the boy's mother demanded $20 million from Morant, but the charges were dropped due to insignificant evidence, and it was looking more like a false allegation for someone to make a quick payday off an NBA player. But 4 days before this fight, Ja had another police report filed by a security guard at a finish line in the Memphis Mall. The altercation started after Morant's mother had a dispute with an employee, which led her to call her son. Ja showed up with 9 men. A verbal confrontation transpired, and then a member of...
See, why would wait, when was this? When did they say again? Like, why would the mother call the son, knowing the position he has, what he's doing in life? Like, you should have some type of security team or something already. You know? Because then this happens.
Started after Morant's mother had a dispute with an employee, which led her to call her son. Ja showed up with 9 men. A verbal confrontation transpired, and then a member of Morant's group pushed the security guard in the head. Morant then said, "Let me find out what time he gets off," which made the guard want to file a report as he felt threatened by Morant's statement. Now, Ja had the opportunity to show the world how gangsta he was when Shannon Sharpe pressed the Grizzlies on the sidelines of their match against the Lakers. Shannon yelled at Dylan Brooks saying he can't guard LeBron, to which Dylan responded, "F you." Shannon retaliated and stood on the sideline begging for them to get in his face. Ja's father T even got up and barked at him a little bit, but nobody wanted to get up and close to Shannon. Ja yelled from across the court,
and the Grizzlies...
And as soon as people tried to usher Shannon away, that's when the Grizzlies decided to try and press him. Shannon later said, "They don't want this smoke. They don't want problems. But I wanted everything they had." Fast forward 1 week later, and Ja got into an altercation with Chris Duarte of the Indiana Pacers. Chris pushed him 3 times while Ja repeated, "Don't touch me." But Ja had some plans for retaliation after the game. Acquaintances of Grizzlies star Ja Morant aggressively confronted members of the Pacers traveling party near the team's bus in the loading area of FedEx Forum Arena. And later, someone in a slow-moving SUV, which Morant was riding in, trained a red laser on them.
Yeah, because see, I don't take NBA fights serious. You know, they call it, back in the day, they say they ain't doing nothing but selling wolf tickets. You know, it's a lot of people out there who can't fight. I don't take NBA fights serious. You know, it's a lot of trash talking that goes on. But I did hear about this. Can you imagine just being outside and seeing a laser on you? This brother, he needs to surround him. I hope that this brother makes a comeback mentally and surround himself with the right people.
We don't know if Ja was the one who pointed the laser, and we also don't know if that laser was attached to a gun. But was Ja trying to do the first post-NBA game drive-by? I guess by comparison, it's not as bad as Gilbert Arenas. The Wizards player in 2009 brought a gun into the locker room and threatened to shoot one of his teammates over a card game. But let's not forget that last year at 2 in the morning, Ja said to a Twitter op that it's free to see how hollows feel, referring to hollow tip bullets. And if that evidence wasn't enough, just last week, Ja went on Instagram Live while he was at the strip club and flashed a gun to the camera. This action prompted a 2-game suspension, as well as Ja deactivating all of his social media pages. Obviously, 99% of people denounced this behavior, but some people like Gilbert Arenas and Paul Pierce defended Ja, basically saying they understand why he carries a gun. Ja has everything going.
See, that to me, that's just stupid. That's stupid. Because I mean, I heard he got 8 games suspension. It should have been way more than that. Because you just never know what could happen when a gun is brought in. You know what I mean? And I can't believe they actually said that. They understand why he cared.
going right for him. He's living a life that's near impossible to achieve. So why does he want to run around and act gangsta now?
Bro, you not hard.
Right.
That's not your life.
Right.
People that in that life would give anything to be in your life.
Right.
Damn, I swear sports and music are so synonymous because we want to be them and they want to be us. Those lyrics come from Thank Me Now, the final track on Drake's 2010 debut album Thank Me Later. Rappers love the esteem, the money, and the safety that basketball players have, but basketball players love the lifestyle that rappers have. We know that Ja loves NBA Youngboy. He is constantly going on IG Live rapping along to his lyrics. Youngboy has a way of making his nefarious lifestyle sound fun and exciting, even though it's extremely stressful and he likely has a target on his back 24/7. Like we said before, Ja is from a small suburb in the middle of South Carolina, and we have reason to believe he's had a pretty solid and stable upbringing. He moved to Memphis, which is known for being a dangerous city, home to a lot of famous rappers. He became the face of the Grizzlies franchise, so everyone in the city loves him. When he goes to the club, where real Memphis gangsters probably hang out, they likely show him love. Even rival gangsters in Memphis could probably bond over the Grizzlies being their favorite team. He's getting a taste of their lifestyle, the lifestyle that his favorite rappers glamorize. They are bringing him places he never would have been able to go, and he probably isn't too worried about his safety because he doesn't have enemies. He wants the power and the respect that comes with having street cred, but he doesn't have to risk his life for it, and he has a guaranteed $10 million yearly salary. Ja has everything they don't, and he wants the one thing they have, but the one thing that they have requires them to be alert and prepared to risk their life at any given moment. Some people say 23 years old is enough to know better, but there's no doubt that a small reason why he's acting out is due to his age. 23 with enough money to do whatever he wants is dangerous, especially when his father is also indulging in his son's success. The NBA definitely wants to see Ja succeed, but if he continues down this path, he will be ostracized by the media, and eventually it will be too risky for any team to bring him on. His career will be cut short similar to other players who have tried these antics in the past. And the funny part about that is, his new friends that are bringing him into this lifestyle won't be there for him when he isn't a star basketball player anymore.
Excellent job, brother. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know, the funny thing is that a lot of these people who he claimed to want to be like that are tough, they ain't tough. They ain't tough. All you got to do is go watch. Remember the old show Punk with Ashton Kutcher? Go watch some of that. When they put these celebrities in these situations when they by themselves, pretty much. Look how they react to stuff. You know, none of these dudes are tough. All right. They roll deep. You hardly ever catch them alone. And they have other people do their dirty work. Ja Morant is going down a path that most people don't make it back from. So when he comes out of this rehab or whatever he's doing, if he doesn't make a significant change, it's going to be bad. He's going to go down as one of those players who had it all and lost it all. I just don't understand, like, all of us, when we're young and we're you know, trying to reach goals, or you see like a vision, you see something, a path that you want to go down that's going to get you out of the hood. And you know what it takes to get there. And you go through all that. And then when you get there, you start acting like you never left. It's so crazy to me that people feel the need to impress people that really don't care about them. They care about what you got. Because once you don't have it, who are you? Who is Ja Morant without all the fame and fortune? He's a basketball player. Go play basketball, bro. Like, just go out there and hoop. All this other stuff that you're doing, it's all about building a legacy, man. How do you want to be remembered at the end of the day? How do you want to be remembered? One of the best people I know to do it is Shaq. I mean, this dude was raised right, disciplined, you know, and this brother got so many sponsorship deals, and this brother still, like, his off the court career is almost as great as his on the court career. And Kobe was on that path too. Kobe was like, what he was trying to do off the court. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Once you retire from the game, you know, there's so many players that are in debt, bankrupt, all that type of stuff, man. You know, the more people you have in your life that shouldn't be there, the quicker things will go for you. That everything that you have, man, because you getting third, fourth cousins, people you ain't even known about, homeboys and they homeboys, and you know, just stuff like that. It's crazy. You got to have the right people around you, man. That's it. Everything else will fall in place. But what's tough now is when he start weeding out all these bad people, they gonna start coming for him. Any dirt, anything they got on him, anything like that will be revealed. You know, that's what sucks. This should have been in place while you were in college, bro. You knew you were gonna make it to the league. It should have started then. But he had both parents growing up, and you see how his father is. His father seemed like one of his homeboys. But that's it. Appreciate you guys coming over, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to Patrick CC for the video, man. He did a really good job. Comment below on what y'all think about all this. Peace out.